Okay, there's a popular saying that you are what you eat, and our food has become our medicine. And it has become obvious from so many disease conditions that are now common, including those that have always been, that nutrition is playing a very important role. And the same thing is applicable to the issue of fertility and infertility. Stress is a factor when it comes to infertility, just the way nutrition is also a factor. Evidence has it that there was a research that was conducted by some researchers in Harvard University, and they found out that there is a particular diet which is referred to as fertility diet. And this is a diet that contains more of plant-based foods as against animal-based foods. Another research was conducted which said that Mediterranean diet can also help to improve chances of being fertile. Mediterranean diet is also a plant-based diet. We should try to avoid foods that are high in fats, trans fats specifically, added sugars, more of refined carbohydrates, like beef specifically. Fish is still okay, especially the oily part of it. Some of these diets have been discovered out of a lot of research that they help to make people fertile, and they also encourage the hormones that prepare the body for pregnancy as well.
Okay, thank you very much for that. So what she basically said is that you should reduce your refined foods, junks, pizza, refined food. Sorry, I'm not trying to badmouth any brand, but basically refined foods, right? Bread. So our next question to Dr. Rabi. From your clinical experience, could you share with us one real life story, probably a story of your mother after going through imbalancing, and she enjoyed motherhood.
Assalamu alaikum once again. In our line of duty, we see a lot of cases, some that we'll cry for, some that we'll laugh for, some that will just be indifferent. And in our respective homes too, whether your home of orientation or your home of procreation. Your home of orientation is the family you grew up with, okay? Your home of procreation is the family you married into and you are trying to give back. You would have seen maybe some aunties, some sisters, they've been married for 5 years, and we call them TTCs, right? Trying to conceive. TTC, we just try and package those things so that it will not sound derogatory, okay? That's why Yorubas too, they will not say, they don't call anybody Agon. I don't know what's the equivalent of Agon in English. They will say nobody is Agon. We don't like using the word barren. Even, we are always careful saying somebody is infertile, all right? So we would like to use things like looking for the fruit of the womb, TTC, trying to conceive. On the internet, you see a lot of groups, a lot of things, natural remedies, etc. Now, I want to mention the case of a particular patient. There is a condition we call endometriosis. How will I break it down? Okay, a typical patient that has endometriosis is likely to be having prolonged menstrual flow. She can be menstruating for like 15 days non-stop. All the flow is associated with heavy clots of blood. You know, when the blood is like congealed and is much. I don't want to say sister shoe. I know there are some people here when they menstruate, the usual sanitary pad is not even enough for them. I have patients that it is the diapers of the children, of the babies that they use. They will buy Easy Huggies or Pampers, Maxi. They will put it together. That's what they will put in their private part. Because the normal sanitary pad cannot contain their blood flow. Some even use the Ankara, the ones our mother used when we were in the olden days. So this particular patient used to menstruate for 15 days, 20 days non-stop. She's a banker. I won't mention name and I won't mention specific. So it disturbed her from going to work. She was a young staff of the bank, and every day she was already taking excuses every time. Her supervisor felt she was just, lying. She will be in hospital today. Next week she's on admission. She will bleed so much that we have to transfuse her with blood. By the time we ran some investigation tests, you go to lab, run some tests. We did several scans. We were able to see that she has what we call endometriosis. The endometriosis is even worse than fibroids. We all know fibroids, right? Yeah. Fibroid is another condition, Iju, the Yorubas call it Iju. It's another condition that makes women bleed so much, especially if it is what we call submucous fibroids. If it's inside the womb, there are some fibroids that are outside. So this particular lady had what we call endometrioma. She has cysts. You would have heard some women saying they said I have ovarian cysts. It's not all cysts that you remove. There are some cysts that are physiological. There are some cysts that come with pregnancy. But when your cyst is becoming so big, it's giving you pain, and your doctor says, no, we need to remove it. That one is a pathological cyst, as is an abnormal cyst. This particular patient had endometrioma. She had a cyst because she had endometriosis. The endometriosis will make her have severe menstrual pain, dysmenorrhea. She's not always pain-free. Even with high dose of injections, those pains were so excruciating, as in so severe. I don't know how to get severity for you. Just think of the worst pain you've ever had in your life. Multiply it by 10. That's the kind of pain people with endometriosis have. We were on her case. She had some little fibroid nodules. When